Disclaimer, this project is just a concept and I am weird. Hello people of the world, it is I, your favorite self-proclaimed 3D modeler, presenting you with yet another entry in my Super Smash Bros. DS concept series. Today I am happy to showcase my redesign for how Link would have looked like in the game. Like in the previous design, this Link bears the Toon Link attire. This time around, however, he's directly based on his portrayal in the Minish Cap, rather than in the Wind Waker. Lore-wise, he's the same hero of the Minish that we got to play as all of those years ago, only older. The choice to base him on his Minish Cap incarnation is a very small nod that makes a bundle of differences, starting with the sword. As you may notice, his sword is designed after the Force Sword. Why did I choose to go this route, you may ask? Well, after sitting in my bathtub for many hours and reflecting on my life choices, I remembered a video by my good buddy Hazard Zone, offering his take on the whole what if Super Smash Bros. Was on the DS idea. I'll link his video in the description if you're curious to see it. Spoiler warning, it's really good. One idea that I really liked was how the game would have paid homage to elements found throughout handheld games, since this would have been a handheld game itself, which I believe to be very fitting. And so, I decided to follow a similar notion, not only for this, but for all other assets and ideas that I plan to pitch later on. Its colors have a more, how you say, natural feel to them. Maybe those are not the best terms here, but in my defense, I do have a kindergarten level vocabulary. I try to implement better shading, but unfortunately, I'm not as proficient when it comes to texturing, though I'm working to get better at it. Link was the toughest character to make so far, since he has so many items. Unfortunately, I was unable to complete most of them for this video. It wouldn't really matter anyway, since I don't plan on animating those attacks, but if I ever find the time, I promise that I will try to do them later on. Let's talk about technicalities. Okay, here's where you might hate me. Because of the complexion in Link's design, I decided to up my poly limit for characters to 625. I know that's an oddly specific number, but it works with what I have planned in mind. The problem is that Link simply uses too many items, making it hard to make him look good and abide by the low poly limit at the same time, unless I make him fight barehanded. But yeah, it's a small change that breaks my previous rule, but Link, you know, he's a pretty important character, and he needs to look hip with the kids. Let's talk about attributes. Most of what I said in the previous video still holds true, but this time, I decided to add a little twist to his moveset. Literally, his up special can now become the Great Spin Attack. Gently tapping the buttons makes it work just like a regular spin attack. However, holding them for long before releasing them while on the ground causes Link to spin wildly, with more range and more damage, hitting any opponent in his path. The negative side to this is that it doesn't leave as much room for control, and may even leave the player vulnerable for a short time. And that is all I have to say about Link today. As usual, I thank you all so much for your continuous support. For the next video, I plan to cover the first set of bosses, being Master Hand and Crazy Hand. In between now and then, I'll be streaming and uploading shorts as usual, and updating the community along the way. There will be some answers to some common questions in the description, but if there's anything else, feel free to drop it down below. For now, farewell everyone, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.